Hello and welcome, my beautiful Intentional Attention ASMR collective. I had so much fun last week designing the perfect chair for our house that I wanted to take this to the next level. And I wanted to see what we could do when it comes to desserts. Now, at some point, I'd love to make the perfect meal with you. And I think it would be really fun to go back and forth and figure out exactly what we want to eat and create. But today I wanted to focus on designing the perfect dessert. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and choose cake today. So I have in my mind planned 4 different cakes that I want to make with you using this MidJourney AI bot. So the way we do it is we're first going to go ahead and bring up the Imagine prompt. And with the Imagine prompt, we're going to go ahead and we're going to create the cake that we want. So I'm going to say yellow butter cake with cream frosting. And we'll do it at a 16:9 ratio. Let's see what it comes up with here. And my hope is at the very end of this that we'll be able to choose the perfect cake for whatever we're going to go ahead and do. It could be a party. It could be just for us. It could be an anniversary cake. It could be anything that we want it to be. And that's the really cool part. Now, the really interesting thing is notice that it's creating just a piece of cake, which is actually good for us because I want to be able to see the inside and be able to get the feeling of what that would taste like. So when I look at this, it looks pretty ultra realistic. I really, really like this sort of this frosting here that looks like it sort of is leaking off the side there. I bet that is, some sort of lemon flavor. What do you think? These, of course, are mint sprigs up there. And this one looks like it's topped with coconut. So see how these ideas just start to kind of come out. And even though this is just scraping the web, it is a very cool action to be able to take and create something with it. So this is cake number 1. This is a yellow butter cake. So keep that one in mind. Let's go back and pull up another Imagine prompt. And this time we're going to do a pound cake. Swirl. And we're going to guess at what it is. And let's keep it at 16:9 and see what this MidJourney AI bot comes up with for us. So we have the yellow butter cake with cream frosting, and we're now bringing up a pound cake with a swirl. Now, one of the swirls that I did want to try eventually is going to be a chocolate matcha swirl. Now, I knew if I started off with that, it would make it be dark and green, which is great, but I want to see what it comes up with first. So here, we're kind of at 78% here. 93, we're getting a little closer. And this is a pound cake. Look at this. So we have this swirl up here with a little bit of sort of some candy confetti happening there. A little more traditional round. Maybe this is cinnamon. Maybe this could be chocolate. This one does not have really anything in the middle. That is just pound cake. And this one has a swirl in it as well. So I did ask for the swirl. And this is cake number 2. So we have cake number 1, which is the yellow butter cake, and cake number 2, which is the pound cake. Now we're going to move on to one of my absolute favorites. We're going to do a red velvet cake. I'm going to say with light colored frosting. And let's see what the MidJourney bot has in store for us when it comes to a red velvet cake. And as a kid, I always liked the look of red velvet cake because not many things that I would eat would be colored red. And so it would sort of give it a really big punch. Plus, the flavor is really, really mellow to me, or at least I remember it being fairly mellow. So we'll go ahead and see what comes up here. And yeah, so now we're starting to get, full cake models like this one in the upper left-hand corner. And I'll open this up once it's done here to check it out, which is very pretty with these roses on top. Those could be, roses that are done with frosting. Here we have a 2-layer and then, of course, a 3-layer and with different crumbles on top. So this fourth one over here looks like it's got a little bit of the inside crumbled on top. So that is the red velvet cake. That is the red velvet cake. So I wanted to do 6 today, so we're going to go ahead and do the 4th one now. We're going to do a chiffon cake. And we're going to add the term orange in there. Orange could be color, it could be flavor, and it could be accent. So again, we're really sort of starting to get into the details of what's happening here with this chiffon cake. And this is our 4th choice. So we have a yellow butter cake, we have a pound cake, we have a red velvet cake, and we have a chiffon cake. And the chiffon cake now is being created out of nothing, like this entire video. We started with nothing, and we are ending up with something that looks really, really good to eat, doesn't it? I can't wait to read your comments and to find out which cake you think is going to be the knock out of the park. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. We have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-layer chiffon cake that is cut as a piece. We have this sort of gelatin-looking cake with probably a mint sprig there. We have much more of a typical round cake here, and this one looks like it's more like a piece that was created out of multiple cakes. So you see there's orange in this outside layer, and there's just frosting here. So that one looks pretty good. Okay, we got 2 more we're going to do. This next one is going to be an upside down cake. And I'm going to get a little more specific on this one and added salted caramel, pineapple. And we will see what the MidJourney bot has for us. Of course, we have cake number 1 being the yellow butter cake, cake number 2 being the pound cake, cake number 3 being the red velvet cake, cake number 4 being the chiffon cake, and now coming up is the upside down cake. And as you can see, this is how I work. I start in a very general sense, and I get a little more honed down. So which one of these is looking the best for you? Why don't you leave me a comment below, and I'm going to do 1 more cake for you, and we're going to create the ultimate dessert that's just going to be for me and you. So let's take a look. Now, almost all of these are full cakes, and I think that maybe the bot is starting to get a little bit onto us. I do love the plate combination here, this dark plate that goes really, really well with the beautiful top of the pineapple. And again, more mint sprigs. And this looks like it's just saturated here in this salted caramel, which is, what I asked for. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are our choices for pineapple upside down cake. Okay, our last one. And it wouldn't be complete unless I did devil's food. And we're going to just see what it says. We're not going to lead the witness too much. We're going to just type in devil's food cake and see what it's going to come up with. So this is our 6th and our final cake that we're going to be able to do today. I am running out of time on my lunch hour, and so I wanted to get this in. And I don't know about you guys, but ideas, when they pop up, you just got to take them and you got to do them. And so that's this design one is really fun, and I love the feedback and I love the results that we're getting with this. So it's a lot of fun to kind of play in this sort of romantic arena, with this where we can create anything that we want to create. So here we go. Here are 6 results for devil's food cake. And it looks like it thinks that we like fruit. So this is cherry on this devil's food cake. There's something red in this one. This looks almost like it's just devil's food cake inside with a couple cherries on top. But really, let's face it, I mean, this right here, this is the ultimate piece, right? It's 2 layers of chocolate on chocolate with chocolate frosting in the middle and chocolate scrapings around it. So this is the devil's food cake. So we're going to go ahead and recap. Which one did you like the best? Or I should say, which one looks the most tastiest for us to create in real life together? The first option is the yellow butter cake with cream frosting. The second option is the pound cake swirl. The third option is the velvet cake, the red velvet cake with light colored frosting. The fourth option is the chiffon cake with orange. The fifth option is an upside down cake with salted caramel and pineapple. And the fourth and final option is the devil's food cake. Go ahead and leave me a comment and let me know which one you think looks the best to eat. I would like to thank you so much for watching this video and hanging in there with me. And if you're not already subscribed to the Intentional Attention ASMR video channel, please hit the subscribe button below. I appreciate your support and I love you so much. We'll talk to you soon.